Hey, what's up, guys? This is me, Jimkin Manilan. I am your buddy for today. In this video, I will be showing you my methodology of my investigatory project. But before that, I will be giving a brief description of my investigatory project first. As we all know, mosquitoes are pesting in our household. With their irritating yet painful bites, we tend to eliminate them actually. But this bite is very dangerous as it causes sickness. For instance, malaria and dengue. There are many species of mosquitoes, but I am focusing to one common enemy, the Aedes aegypti, or shall we say, the dengue scourge. My investigative project is all about a mosquito trap which traps and kills mosquitoes, of course. But I'm very afraid to the reason that I will be taking risk here, since I only originated the concept. I am afraid that it might be a defective nor an effective one. I come up with the idea of the concept of my study by simply focusing to the mechanisms that attracts mosquitoes. If you cannot attract them, so you cannot kill them, right? So, I just imagine, how about I compile some of those mechanisms to a one mosquito trap. So, it is my IP. Now let's move on to the organization of my methodology. So, in my methodology, it is divided into main two parts. First is the preparation, the second is the assembly. Here in the preparation time, it is also divided into 3 sub-parts, which is the preparation of the black box. Second is the preparation for the liquid solution, and the third one is the installation of the mosquito zapper. So for the first procedure for our preparation for the black box is that we need to trace the diameter of the mosquito zapper through pencil or anything that can be visible when we cut it. Yes, like pencil pen, colored pencil, or other else. So, get a pencil. After we get our pencil, let's get our mosquito zapper. So here is this one. Then trace it up. Because the pencil is not enough, it is not that visible, so we need a pencil pen, so that there will be no errors in cutting in cutting. So it is indeed visible now. So what the next step is that we need to cut it using a scissor. So we're finished. So let's test if the mosquito zapper is fit enough in the diameter. And yep, it do. So for the next step, we need to cover the box with black. So anything, just make it black. But for me, I will be using a trash bag. A trash bag. You can do for alternatives, of course. You can use black cloth, black cloth t-shirt that is unused already or worn out. I do advise not to use paint, for it has chemicals that, or maybe it cannot attract the mosquitoes because of the chemicals, of course. So let's move on. I'll be using trash bag. So it needs scotch tape, to make it fit. So yeah, the box should be covered with black. So later I will be showing the finished So I am finished with my black box for the first preparation. So as you can see, the box is covered with all black trash bags. So all black, outside and inside. You can use alternatives aside from trash bags. You can use t-shirts, cartulinas, or anything black except for paint, because paints has chemicals. Then of course insects don't like chemicals, but then if you apply paint to the box, instead of attracting them, you will just repel for them.
So let's move on to the second phase of our preparation, which is the preparation for the liquid solution of vinegar and baking soda. So these are the things that you need to prepare: vinegar, baking soda, spoon, and the bottom of a 2-liter empty bottle.
So let's move on for the second preparation, which is the preparation for the liquid solution, which is the vinegar and baking soda. So why is vinegar and baking soda? Because according to chemistry, if you mix baking soda to vinegar, it will produce carbon dioxide, and which is in the first place, the mosquitoes are very attracted to carbon dioxide. So let's get started. First, we need to have this. So you can see, it is a bottle like this. Then I cut it into half. So there are many alternatives in my study. Actually, this is very appropriate, but you can also use this one. The bottom of this one. So if you find it difficult to follow in cutting this one, I would like to show you a guide.
Using a scissor, cut a line below the R51.
For the second procedure, we need to have the solution. So we need to have a spoon for measuring. Then we need to have the vinegar. So just put some vinegar. Don't sweat it. Vinegar. Yep. Then for the last one, pour 3 tablespoons of baking soda. So as you can see, there is bubbles. So the carbon dioxide is released due to chemical reaction. I think I still need more vinegar. And yes, we are finished for our liquid solution, which is the vinegar and baking soda.
Let's move on to the third phase of our preparation, which is the installation of mosquito zapper. The only things needed in this phase is the mosquito zapper, 2 rubber bands, and anything black, which is visible in the video is a black trash bag. You can use for other alternatives such as cloth or anything black.
And so for the preparation of the mosquito zappers. So in this part, the main goal is to keep the mosquito zapper on, and also the color of the handle should be black because the black box should be black. Then also the mosquito zappers should be black. Now let's proceed. Okay, for the procedures, the first thing to do is to get the mosquito zapper.
For the second thing to do, using the two rubber bands, insert it into the handle of the mosquito zapper. Then let it go and let it serve as the anchor for the on switch. And by that, it keeps our mosquito zapper on.
So, for the next procedure, we need to wrap this part here with black color. I am using a trash bag. I cut it with the appropriate size that can perfectly wrap the handle of our mosquito zapper. But then you can use alternatives such as cartolina or cloth or anything that is black that can cover this part. So the last and final procedure is that using a tape, we need to seal this up so that it won't be messy. So I am using electrical tape because it is black. Yeah. So, we are finished in our installation of our mosquito zapper. So, I am done with my preparation, and now let's proceed to the next part of my methodology, which is the application or the assembly of all things. But then, first I will have a recap. So, the first one that we done for the preparation is the black box, which is here. The second one is the mosquito zapper, and the third one is the liquid solution of vinegar and baking soda. So, for the application of all things. So, for the first procedure for our application, we need to compile those three things, of course. So, I have the mosquito zapper, the liquid solution of vinegar and baking soda, and our black box. So, on how to do this? First, this liquid solution should be inside of the black box first. So, fill it up. And the second one is this. So it's fit already. The mosquito zapper, check. The liquid solution, check. And our black box, check. So that is my IP. So I will have a closer look. So here is my output here. Yep. The expected concept should be like this. First, because the mosquitoes are very attracted to moisture because of the liquid solution, they will tend to go inside here, which seems that the mosquito zapper has enough electricity to kill it. For your information, the vinegar and baking soda also release carbon dioxide. In the first place, mosquitoes are very attracted to carbon dioxide.
The mosquito trap should be placed to a dark corner or anything or any place that the mosquito can be able to survive. So I will monitor the dead mosquito specimen weekly. So for the gathering of data, it will be weekly. My study can be considered as an investigatory project or an experiment. It is considered a experiment for I innovated something new that comes in my mind, and it can be considered as investigatory project because I investigated whether Aedes aegypti, a species of mosquito, can develop resistance to these particular mechanisms of attraction. Investigation goes like this. Once our black box or our mosquito trap is already installed, I myself will monitor the number of dead mosquito specimen in our mosquito trap. And by this, I can be able to distinguish the number of specimen and also to classify the mosquito species. And once if I find a Aedes aegypti, I will immediately put it into a container so that I can be able to count the number of dead specimen of that particular species, and by that I can be able to produce a good reasoning in answering for our problem.
And so guys, that's all. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And before I end this video, I would like to thank my science teacher for never fail to give me time to do this opportunity, to this responsibility. I owe you, miss. Yeah, I owe you. Sorry for the delay, miss, because I've got casualties, miss. Sorry. So that's all. Thank you.